Hi and welcome back to Synergen OG's PSM Knowledge Series. In the previous video, we discovered the PSM element, hazard identification and risk assessment and their importance as part of process safety management implementation. Today, we will continue to explore the element documents, records, and knowledge management located in the subpillar of identifying hazards and risks.
It outlines why it is essential for an organization to keep accurate records and information. A good practice must consist of the documents and records are kept in secure living system, which is continually reviewed and updated. It should be readily available to those who need them. The arrangements for documents and records are understood, followed, and tested. Compliance and performance trends are continuously reviewed by management. And finally, a clear categorization of documentations and records required to support a safe and effective operation.
By this documentation and records, you are referring to PSI. PSI is defined as information pertaining to hazards of the highly hazardous chemicals used or produced by the process, technology of the process, and equipment in the process. But why is PSI necessary?
PSI provides a clear understanding of the process basis, effectively answering how and why the process is operated as it is currently. Furthermore, it outlines key design decisions. It also provides details to allow for comparison of facility PSM elements with other facilities having similar PSI. Finally, PSI also functions as an input for the risk assessment process.
Now that we understand the importance of good document, record, and knowledge management, what are some specific examples of documents needed for safe operations?
Some examples of crucial documents are drawings, asset registers, product data sheets, workplace inspection records, work logs, training and competency records, incident investigation reports, occupational health records, operating procedures, environmental authorizations, planning consents, relevant legislations, risk assessments, standard and practices, hazards of materials involved in operations, equipment records, and finally, process design considerations and basis for a safe operation.
So, after maintaining all those documents, an organization is basically disaster-proof?
Actually, that's an incorrect assumption. Some common issues faced in this section is that there's always a loss in knowledge transfer process from design to operations phase. Lack of effective communication of updated documents to relevant personnel. The documents are also not kept up to date. Incorrect understanding of process safety hazards. And finally, the designers are away once the project is completed.
For an example, do you know what all these major industrial accidents all have in common? Human errors, factors such as persons involved having insufficient training, inefficient communication, and especially lack of knowledge transfer regarding risk of the process.
Correct. We can learn from these tragedies and follow proper document and record management, so history will not repeat itself.
Speaking of proper documentation and record management, are there any guidelines for employees and members to follow as a standard procedure?
Yes. In our next video, we would be exploring the PSM element, operating manuals and procedures, and what it is and their importance in ensuring a safe operation. So stay tuned.